Arkansas. Scott misses. In history, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff beats Arkansas.
Now, people, we got to ask ourselves a question. When things come down to saying the first time in history, you got to look back at what built up to that first time in history. University of Arkansas Pine Bluff didn't just start being good in women's basketball. We know last year we kind of thought it was like a fluke in the pan of seeing them get to the SWAC championship. But you know what? The out-of-conference games have been getting closer and closer and closer. And like I said, once you break history, it's not something you can say lightly. You can't say, oh, we beat them first time in history and we'll never do it again. Yes, their record, I'm not going to lie and say their record is the best. They're not world beaters right now. But what you're going to look at, definitely look at how competitive they were in those games. Circumstances of those games. I mean, you're looking at right now, the women's basketball, Pine Bluff is not a threat on the big stage. But with the youth they have and coming back, people, I don't think you understand what's about to happen to the SWAC. Right now we have a plethora of good female coaches. We have a plethora of teams that are beating each other up. I think this may actually be the first year the SWAC women get 2 teams into the tournament. I think long gone will be the years of we have to win our conference tournament to get somebody in. I mean, right now you have Bethune-Cookman at 5-3, Jackson at 5-3. And yes, like I said before, Pine Bluff is not world beaters at 4-7 until you look at who they played. They barely lost Oregon State. Yes, Oregon did lay it to smack it down. Tulsa, that game was closer than it looked. Mississippi State, come on. There is no way you're going to sit here and tell us that a school that's beaten SMU on the road and Arkansas on the road is that bad. So, hey, look, I think they're coming around the right time. I do believe they're going to end up beating somebody in the SWAC tournament. I do believe the top powerhouse of the schools, Jackson and Alabama A&M, may have a shot to get in there without winning the tournament. And if we can get 2 teams in, it's going to change the whole mindset of HBCU basketball. At the same point, back to Pine Bluff. Most schools put their sports team as advertisement for the schools. Pine Bluff is very unique. They are advertising for the community of Pine Bluff. You don't think the people in Arkansas really felt that win from Pine Bluff? When your whole school, yet your whole community is behind what you're doing, there is nothing you can't do. And right now, the young ladies at Arkansas Pine Bluff, by taking out 2 quote-unquote Power 5 schools, I know SMU ain't one yet, but they'll be next year, so we're going to count them. They're setting the precedent of out-of-conference games. And like I said, once again, looking back at their schedule, the wins and losses they had, they should have beaten Oregon State. They should have beaten Tulsa. Should have beaten Mississippi State. You're talking about 1, 2, 3 more wins. People, you take them 3 wins. I'll even give you North Texas 4 wins. You flip that 7-4, 4-7 to 8-3. With those wins, that is a Sweet 16 team. All right, Ms. Thornton. I'll give you credit. Credit where credit's due. It is the dawn of a new era in Pine Bluff. The city's behind you. Ladies, you go out there and do y'all thing. It's been Coach Simmons. You have a wonderful night, okay?